Safford Field in Marshfield as we move the game from Jack Hackman Field to Safford Field today for this matchup between Columbus Catholic and Neillsville Granton. Larry Hazer joined by Dick Olson. And, boy, I tell you, beautiful evening for baseball.
Oh, wow.
What we've had lately.
We haven't seen many blue skies lately.
So. No, usually it's
it's just
cloudy and windy.
Just a nice night out here. And,
beautiful night.
And we're in a nice place, too. So
yes, all artificial surface on the infield, grass outfield.
Yeah.
The wind blowing out here today, coming from the northwest. So it'll be blowing out here at Safford Field.
Might just be enough to give some balls a lift, I'll tell you.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
But
Neillsville Granton comes in 4-0 in the conference. They are 5-3 overall. Marshfield Columbus is 3-1 in the conference, 7-2 overall. Neillsville coming off a loss. They were one of the only teams in the area that played yesterday, in between the rain showers and hail. We got a little bit of hail right before the game started, but they got it in. Neillsville losing to Edgar 6-2.
But I think it was a good tune-up for today's game, Larry. Got some of that rust off, and it didn't get a lot of good swings in against Lucas Stonke yesterday. But second, third times around, they got a little better. But they're going to have a tough customer on the mound today to face too. So
Matt Konechny on the mound for the Dons today. It'll be Caden Stry on the hill for Neillsville Granton, the left-hander. Will be going tonight for them. This Columbus Catholic team, the latest Wisconsin Baseball Coaches Association rankings are out, and Columbus Catholic ranked 9th in Division 4.
Yeah, absolutely. Though talking to people here, they're very young. They've got 22 kids out for baseball. 17 of them are freshmen, so they're not real experienced. But the guys that they do have experience are very good ball players. So,
yes, they are.
And they have a really nice winning tradition here. So,
all right, we'll have our starting lineups and the start of today's game coming up after this.
You're watching Marshfield Tigers football on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com. Nuts Deep 2, a Marshfield favorite for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Soup, salad, pizza, omelets, sandwiches, wraps, and burgers. How about appetizers like loaded tots and super nuts nachos? 14 large TVs to watch all your favorite games. Plus, entertainment and event space for groups large and small for your upcoming parties. Nuts Deep 2 again, awarded Best Burgers and Fish Fry in Marshfield. Nuts Deep 2 on South Central Avenue in Marshfield and Nuts Deep 2 North in Spencer.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Partners Bank, better together.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
right, set to go here today from Safford Field in Marshfield. It's Neillsville, Granton, and Columbus Catholic Eastern Clorbell Conference Baseball on 92.7 WPKG and also Zaleski Sports. Glad to have you along. Larry Hazer along with Dick Olson. Our game powered by the 92.7 Gross Auto Sportsmobile, the Chevy Traverse, bringing us over here to Marshfield today. Sunny day.
Yes, beautiful day out, about 60 degrees. And
Gotta love it.
Yeah. Yes.
All right, for the Warriors, they will have Gunnar Barth leading off. Gunnar today playing shortstop. Andrew Hazer, who is at first base, will bat second. Adam Hazer, the third baseman, will bat third. Preston Berg is the DH. He'll bat fourth. Caden Hartung in left field will bat fifth. Chase Updegrove is the second baseman, batting sixth. Caden Stry will be on the mound today. He'll bat seventh. Wyatt Hanna is the catcher, batting eighth. And Alex Stry in right field will bat ninth today. For the Columbus Catholic Dons, Matt Konechny on the mound. He'll be throwing to Ray Becker behind the plate. Devlin Timler is over at first base. Carson Eckes, the second baseman. Carter Summer is the shortstop. And Ryan Bernick is over at third base. In the outfield, Drew Lang in left. Rocco Maher is in center. And the right fielder is Roe Wheeler. Dons in their blue pinstriped, white pinstriped uniforms. The Warriors in their gray uniforms with the red lettering. And we're just about set to go as Gunnar Barth will step in.
Shortstop, Gunnar Barth.
The right-hander, Matt Konechny, on the mound today. And the first pitch taken high, a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. 3:15 down the lines here. 3:50 to straightaway center at Safford Field. And the 1-0, swing and a miss.
Yeah, got that fastball out on the outside corner there, and Barth behind it a little bit.
1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch is taken for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Took a little bit off on that one and had Barth fooled.
Barth hitting .261 on the season. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Down goes Gunnar Barth.
Yep.
First baseman.
Didn't catch up with that fastball at all in that at bat.
Now the leading hitter for the Warriors, Andrew Hazer, batting .556 on the season. He leads the team in hits with 15. 13 of those singles, a couple of doubles. He also leads the team in RBIs with 11. First pitch is a curveball. Nice pitch from Mac. 0-1. Konechny winds and delivers. Fastball catches the outside corner.
A little generous on that corner by the umpire, Bob Houts there.
I think Adam would have liked that call last night
Yeah, you
against
bet.
Edgar a few times. The pitch. That one bounces across home plate.
Good waste pitch there by Matt Konechny there.
Ball and 2 strikes. 1 out here in the top of the first.
Tried to get Andrew Hazer to bite, but Hazer didn't.
Konechny gets the sign and winds and delivers outside a ball. 2-2.
Working Andrew outside. That's doesn't want him to be pulling the ball.
The pitch. Yeah, he threw a curveball in there that time, and it dropped in for a strike.
Yeah, that was nasty there.
Adam Hazer.
So 2 strikeouts for Konechny here in the top of the first. And now Adam Hazer. Adam batting .385. Second on the team in hits with 10.
Oh,
And he got hit.
Yeah.
There's one way to get on.
Yeah, I was gonna just
Not
say,
the way you want to get on.
I was gonna say Adam's been a first ball hitter. Well, he got he got hit by the first pitch.
They must have saw the scouting report. And he's holding that hand.
Yeah, that got him right in on the wrist there.
And it's his right hand. That's not good.
Yep. And that's also your third baseman today too. So with the longest throw.
He'll just rub it out a little bit. Should be good.
Looks like he's all right. He's got a smile on his face down there, I'm sure. Coach Kurth down there probably told him to shrug it off.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he did. Be a man.
Yeah.
Preston Berg will step in from the left side, the DH. First pitch is low, ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Berg on the season. 313. Leads the team in walks.
Yeah. Struggled yesterday against Donkey, though, yesterday.
Everybody did.
Yeah.
The pitch. There goes the runner, and it's lined into right field, a base hit.
Nice hit and run there.
Adam Hazer is on his way to third, and we'll have runners at the corners with 2 down. Preston Berg right on that pitch.
Ooh.
That's the best hit he's had, I think, all year.
Yeah,
Well, he had that one against
Greenwood
yeah.
last week. He doubled out to the fence, but yeah, it's nice to see him pulling the ball. Usually he's behind it a little bit, and his balls are back up the middle to left center, where his power is to right. So it's good to see he got his timing down.
Caden Hartung stepping in, batting .368. 9 RBIs on the season. He's got one out there at third. And he lifts it in the air to left center. Center fielder can't make the catch. It goes over his head. Berg coming to third. Hartung will be at second base.
Yeah. Center fielder Maher just kept drifting back, and I don't know if the wind played a little bit with that, Larry, or he just kind of misjudged it a little bit. But 2 RBI double for
Second baseman, Chase Updergrove.
for Hartung.
So Updergrove will be the batter. Swing and a miss. Runners at second and third now.
Updergrove had a couple of good swings yesterday, so hopefully he can continue today. Got a big hole on the right side there. He gets that in there. That's 2 runs.
Strike 2 called. 0-2. Yeah, Chase picked up his first hit yesterday.
Yeah.
Runners at second and third, a run in for Neillsville Granton here at the top of the first. Runners take their leads. Konechny into the windup, and the 0-2. Inside corner, he got him. Looking. So Konechny ends up striking out the side, but in the meantime, the Warriors get a run on 1 hit. They leave 2. And at the end of a half inning of play here at Safford Field in Marshfield, it's Neillsville Granton 1, Columbus Catholic coming up.
You're watching Marshfield Tigers football on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 16 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now. Choose drunken chicken, BLT, Western, mac and cheese, sweet chili chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has broasted chicken, fish sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and Scotty'sPizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between. Check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See Chips' complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream, all served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield. Be a champ and have a chipperific day.
21 strikeouts, 13 walks.
Yeah, that's been his bugaboo there. And, he'll pitch well, and then he'll walk or hit somebody, and he goes in the tank for a few batters, and it really costs him. Now, he pitched an inning against Edgar yesterday. Looked very sharp yesterday. So,
Stry, left-hander.
Yeah. Right now, watching the warm-ups, looks like he's struggling a little bit, though.
Wyatt Hanna behind the plate. The infield will have Andrew Hazer at first, Updergrove at second, Barth at short, Adam Hazer at third. And the outfield, it's Hartung, Stry, and Opelt from left to right. Stry completing his warm-ups. Throw goes down to second, and we're set to go. It'll be Carson Eckes, the second baseman, leading off. Matt Konechny and then Carter Summer, the top 3. In the order for the Dons. Greenwood is at Spencer today. Loyal at Gilman at Loyal. I think they switched that game to a different place. I'm sure the field conditions
had
something to do with that. Strike delivered to Eckes, batting from the left side.
I seen today the Auburndale at Stratford game. That was going to be played at Athletic Park in Wausau.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good game.
Yeah. Neat place to have it, too.
Yeah. That pitch low and outside. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Yeah, both those teams unbeaten in that Merriwood South.
Part of a doubleheader. This is what's going on now.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The girls are going to play first.
And then put the mound back on.
Okay.
So the girls are playing softball first, and then the boys are going to play baseball.
Kind of a neat doubleheader.
2 balls and a strike as Stride delivers outside to Eckes. 1-0 Neillsville Granton here in the bottom of the first. Stride delivers. That one is low. It's 3-1. Warriors threw a few pitchers yesterday. The pitch inside, and he walks Eckes to lead off the first. Caden got an inning in.
Barth, Hartug, and then, of course, Adam Hazer threw 4. So
they only wanted him to throw 65 pitches. So
okay.
That's why he only threw that time.
So everybody's probably available for a little bit today, just in case. So.
Matt Konechny, the batter now. Runner at first for the Dons. Here in the bottom of the first, nobody out. A long look in by Stry. Not a very big lead by Eckes over at first. The pitch is a strike on the inside corner.
Yeah, you got to throw strikes. Trust your defense here.
Left-handed pitchers are always tough to
absolutely.
get a big lead on.
Yeah, and we seen Stry last week working on that move. So
the pitch inside and low. Good block by Hannah. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, the wind blowing straight out to center. Those on the left side of the field. Some have sunglasses. The pitch. Inside and low. Another good block by Hannah.
Yeah.
2-1 now.
Caden looks like he's a little bit uncomfortable out on that mound right now. Maybe a little different than what he's used to, but
again, all synthetic surface on the infield here at Safford Field in Marshfield. And the pitch. That one hits the outside corner, a little bender.
Yeah, that
had a long way to bend, but it came back. 2-2.
That was the old roundhouse there.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Eckes is lead at first. And the pitch. That one stays outside, and it's 3-2.
Tried coming back with it, so.
Full count to Konechny with Carter Summer waiting on deck. Stride the stretch of the pitch. There's a ground ball hit to third. Bobbled momentarily by Adam Hazer. Long throw to first. He got him. Good scoop by his brother Andrew on the other end.
Yeah, brother Adam saved an error there. But that was a great play, staying with that. And he really had no chance to get to Eckes at second, so he took the long route. And nice scoop on the bottom end by Andrew.
A lot of these guys, most of these guys, have not played on this kind of surface.
No.
They did play a game last year in Mauston, but most of these guys were not involved in that. I think Barth and Andrew Hazer were the only 2.
Pretty good play by Adam Hazer. And he's playing up. He's not playing as deep a depth as Updegrove or Barth is, so it gets to him a lot quicker. So
Carter Summer will step in there as Stry steps off the rubber. So 1 out, runner at second for the Dons. The stretch by Stry and the pitch.
Yeah.
Bender comes in. Left-hander that comes in from the outside to a right-hander and doesn't look good till it gets to the plate.
It
then
looks
it's too late.
It looks like it's out in that left-handed batter's batting box. Comes back and nails the outside corner.
That ground ball to second, and it's going to get into center field for a base hit.
Yeah, Updegrove overran that. Updegrove was moving back position.
It'll be a run-scoring single for Summer.
He was trying to hold the runner, and he was shooting back to his normal position, and Summer put it right between him and the bag and gets the RBI.
So an RBI single for Carter Summer, and we're tied at 1 here in the bottom of the first. And Ray Becker, the catcher, will be the batter. A stretch by Stry, and the pitch is fouled off of Hannah's mask. 0-1. Stry wanted to make sure that Wyatt was all right before he started pitching. Wyatt said he's good.
Yeah, he took one yesterday, too.
Yes, he did.
So
No balls and a strike. Now a little toss over to first. And the runner getting ribbed by the Dons dugout on the soft toss over to first.
Yeah. Summer trying to get a little bit of a lead out there. There he's going.
There he goes. The pitch is a check swing foul by Ray Becker.
Yeah. Kind of an excuse me swing, and I'll tell you what, Summer had that base stolen because that was a curveball coming in there, and there was no way Hannah was going to throw out Summer there.
Not sure if there was a hit and run on there.
Yeah, I don't know. It was kind of a check swing by Becker, the batter.
Now the throw over to first, and they almost had Summer leaning.
Summer was leaning, but he was close enough to the bag, and as we said yesterday, Andrew Hazer is right-handed. So he's got to catch the ball and turn to put the tag on, where left-handed first baseman, you can put it right on the bag, and that would probably save Summer right there.
Another throw over to first. And now we're going to get a balk called on the pitcher.
Yeah. Going to explain it to Caden, too. It's good umpiring there.
Did you see what happened?
No, I didn't. Okay.
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 All right. His motion came home.
Yeah.
And
and of course you can't.
That front leg has got to stay within the plane, and if it crosses toward home, you can't throw to first.
Yeah.
And the home plate umpire explaining it to Coach Matson. Not sure if Dave's happy with the explanation, but he walks back to the dugout.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there was going to be any explanation that was going to make Dave happy there. So it's.
So the balk puts the runner at second with one out. And a count of 0-2 to Ray Becker. The pitch. That pitch had a lot of movement on it.
Yeah.
It moved way outside.
Sailed way outside.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Stride the stretch. Summers lead at second. The pitch. This one looped into the air to left center field, and this will score another run. Just a little loop single into left field by Ray Becker, and it's good enough to score the run. Just reached out and poked it into left field.
Just got out, made contact, and there's nothing Barth could do about it. And
second hit in the game for the Dons. I think they're going to look for a courtesy runner here for the catcher. Oh,
okay.
All right. I thought he was going to come in and tell the umpire something, but all right. So the catcher will stay on to run. 2-0 Dons here in the bottom of the, or 2-1 Dons here in the bottom of the first. Becker, the runner at first. The pitch, low, 1 ball, no strikes.
Really having trouble getting that fastball over for strikes. This inning is Caden.
Devlin Timler, the first baseman, is the batter. Stride the stretch. And the pitch. Inside, 2-0. These two teams will play again Thursday in Neillsville. Most conferences have set up that way now where they play both games in the same week. The pitch. There's a strike.
Yep. Took a little bit off and got it over.
2 balls and 1 strike. Neillsville Granton will have Spencer next week on Tuesday and Thursday. Then Gilman and then Loyal.
Yeah, it's coming to a close pretty quick here, Larry.
And they're all big games.
Yeah, absolutely.
Swing and a miss. Dropped by Wyatt Hanna, and down to second will go the runner.
Yep.
So Becker gets down to second on the drop strike. Count is even at 2-2. Rocco Maher waiting on deck. The pitch. Ground ball. Deflected by the pitcher. Is he going to have time to get the out? No.
Got to wait.
Throw back to third.
Got
in
it.
time. They got the runner off of third base.
Nice throw by Stry right on the bag to Hazer.
Caden
Wow.
Stry throwing to Adam Hazer, and they nailed Ray Becker off of third base. So give Timler an infield hit. You got to give him a hit on that.
Yeah.
can't
Oh,
you?
absolutely. Yeah. And then Becker is out 2-5.
The pitch, 1-5.
1-5. Excuse me. Yeah.
There's a strike to Rocco Maher. Or excuse me, Maher. There we go. I was looking at his position. I said, that's not 8. Oh, his number. Yeah, right. The number on his back. The pitch. Chop foul at home plate, and it's 0-2. So the Warriors, another find. They had a couple of nice defensive plays yesterday.
Yeah. That was a dandy by Stry, because I'll tell you what, he hit Adam Hazer right on the bag and got Becker sliding back in. And that was a big out, because you're looking at first and third with only one out here. So
No balls and 2 strikes. Stry delivers. Strike 3 call to Maher.
Yeah.
And they get out of the inning without any further damage. But the Dons do get a couple of runs. 2 runs on 3 hits. And they leave 1. And at the end of 1 complete here at Safford Field in Marshfield, it's Columbus Catholic 2, Neillsville Granton 1.
Hi, I'm Shad from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step, because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
On 92.7 WPKG and ZaleskiSports.com. The Dons of Columbus Catholic lead Neillsville Granton 2-1 as we go to the second. 7, 8, and 9 hitters for Neillsville Granton. The pitcher Caden Stry will lead off, the left-handed batter. Caden on the season, batting .111. The pitch, making low a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Konechny into the windup and the pitch. Inside, 2-0. A run on 1 hit for the Warriors. 2 runs on 2 hits.
Mack took a little off on that one, got it over on the outside part of the plate.
So 2 balls and a strike. And the pitch. Outside corner.
Same pitch there.
2-2.
Caden's got to be protecting the plate now.
And he fouls that one back.
Oh, somebody's vehicle got it.
Hope that wasn't mine.
Yeah. Where did your wife park?
Swing and a miss. Dropped by the catcher. Stry going down to first. The throw is in time to complete the strikeout.
Yeah. Yeah, Caden didn't bounce right out of the box there, else he might have had a chance to beat that because it looks like Becker, the catcher, is not the best throwing catcher. So.
And there's room behind home plate here at Safford Field.
And the ball, you're not going to get a good bounce like you do in Neillsville on most balls either. So,
first pitch to Hannah is a strike on the outside corner. Wyatt Hannah on the season. Where is he at here? 263 on the season. The pitch. Low, and that one might get into the box here. Oh. Almost had that one.
Yeah, that was good. I was just about going to have my day in the shade there.
You going to keep it?
yeah, right.
The pitch. This one chopped out near the mound. Konechny will grab it and put the tag on Hannah as he goes by. 2 up, 2 down here in the second for the Warriors. Kind of what they had in the first.
Yep.
And then they got a run around and were able to score a run. 2-1, Columbus Catholic here in the top of the second. Alex Stride, the batter. 136 on the season. The pitch. Outside corner. Huh? He's
nailing that.
He's giving him that corner.
You bet he is. Both sides, too.
Yep.
Yeah, that's nice wide strike zone today. It kind of
swing and a miss by Alex.
Yeah.
I think Adam would have liked that strike zone last night against Edgar.
Well, I said, you look how Stanky pitched, and if he'd had this strike zone, he'd have been lethal. So
yes.
He had 12 strikeouts with a tight strike.
That pitch low, and it's 1-2 to Alex Stride.
Alex been struggling. Had some good swings lately, but still needs to cut down on that swing. He big loopy swing, and that's not. You got to shorten up a little bit, make contact.
Curveball stays outside by Konechny. It's 2-2. 2-2, 2 outs, 2 down. Excuse me. Here in the top of the second, 2-1 Columbus Catholic. The pitch, pop foul out of play.
I think I'm going to get one yet today, Larry.
I tell you, there's just enough room there where you probably could get one. In between that fence and where we are here.
Yeah.
And the pitch. Popped up, that one over our heads, out of play. Still 2-2.
Yeah. Good at bat here by Alex, making him work.
Nothing else, get the pitch count up.
Absolutely. And that's that. You look at the first inning after the first 2 struck out, the Warriors sent 4 more guys to the plate. It all adds up little by little. So
Konechny delivers, and that one bounces across home plate. It's full, 3-2. Top of the order, Gunnar Barth waits on deck.
Yep. It'll be interesting to see how the Warriors do second time around against Mac. They did pretty well first time around.
Yeah, that pitch misses, and it's a walk to Alex Stride, and now the top of the order coming up.
And I'll tell you what, I'd send Alex Stride right away. See if you can get him in scoring position. To me, it looks like Becker, the catcher, is not a great throwing catcher, so I think you got to take a shot at it. If something happens and he's out, you still got Barth leading off the next inning.
All right. First pitch to Gunnar Barth is a strike. And Alex Stride holding it first.
Yeah.
0-1 the count. Gunnar struck out his first time up. Konechny delivers, and that one fouled back on the screen.
Little hit and run action there. And
no balls and 2 strikes.
And Stride had a huge jump, too. So
0-2 to Gunnar Barth. 2 down here in the second inning for Neillsville Granton. Throw over to first. Back is Stride. Somebody flying in.
Yeah,
a little late.
A little late for the flyover here, but
better late than never.
Yeah.
The pitch. Curveball, and it fell right in there for a called strike 3. So Gunnar has struck out twice in the game, and the Warriors go quietly in their half of the second. No runs, no hits. They leave 1. And at the end of an inning and a half here at Safford Field in Marshfield, it's Columbus Catholic 2, Neillsville Granton 1.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and I am standing in our all-new express lane. Open now, no appointment necessary. Stop on in and get things like oil changes, filters, quick lubes. No appointment necessary. See you soon.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
7, 8, 9 hitters. Burdick, Becerra, and Lang. Due up here against Caden Stry. So the Warriors got 2-out walk, but couldn't advance the runner.
Yeah, it seems like Matt Konieczki saved his best pitches for Gunnar Barth today.
Yeah. Doing well against him, yes. Again, these two teams, Neillsville granted 4-0 in the conference. Columbus Catholic 3-1. And they'll play again Thursday. And as I said, Neillsville granted, they have Spencer twice next week, and then Gilman, and then Loyal. So
yeah, and then you throw in a game with Black River Falls next Monday, and then and I believe there's another non-conference game towards the end of the season against Durand, Arkansas also. So.
All right, Stry getting set to work to Burdick, the third baseman. And the first pitch is high a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Jude Becerra, the DH, waits on deck. And the pitch. There's a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Alex Stry playing fairly deep out there in center field.
Absolutely. You know, it's
the pitch. There's a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
You know, I think he's seen that ball in the first inning. You know, and I think there's, you know, he can run back. He can run forward faster than he can run back. So.
Yep, that's the old adage.
Yep.
The pitch, swing and a miss by Burdick.
Because you look how deep he's playing, and then I'll look at pretty much how shallow Opel's playing in right. So, of course, it's a right-handed hitter too. So.
1 up, 1 down here in the second for the Dons. And Jude Becerra, the DH, will be the batter. Right-handed batter for the Dons. Stry delivers.
Yeah.
Strike 1 called. A little better on the control here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's
with this inning.
Seemed to get a little bit adjusted, come out, and maybe it took an inning. You know, it's
the pitch. Chop foul at home plate.
You know,
Hannah gloved it, but the umpire said, no, that was foul.
And, you know, plus he probably didn't get told he was going to start, you know, because everybody thought, well, if Andrew's healthy, he can go. And then, well, Andrew's not, so.
Still bothered by a little shoulder problem. Hopefully he'll be good to go Thursday. The pitch, strike 3 called.
Yeah.
3 straight strikeouts for Stry.
Yep.
2 up, 2 down here in the second. And now Drew Lang, the left fielder. Stry into his windup and the pitch. And that one hit him.
Yeah, now
I think it hit him.
Must have hit the bat.
Okay. It hit something.
Boy, it almost looked like it hit him on the wrist. But
all right, so it's a ball and no strikes. The pitch. Outside, 2-0. I'm not sure how that did hit him.
Yeah, yeah, I was going to say.
About as close as you can get.
Yeah.
The pitch. There's a strike, 2-1.
As Caden's got to look at this. This is a number 9 hitter. You got to go right at him. You can't fool around and walk him or whatever, and then have the top of the order coming up. You know, he's got to take care of this guy right here.
Inside, 3-1. Carson Eckes, top of the order, waiting on deck. The pitch. Swing and a miss by Lang.
Come right at him.
3-2.
And I think you do the same thing on this pitch. Come with a fastball and trust your defense. And
the pitch.
Well,
outside, he missed, and he walks Lang with 2 outs here in the second. And now the top of the order, Carson Eckes. Eckes walked his first time up and scored.
Yep.
Left-handed batting, second baseman. Steps in there now with a runner at first and 2 outs. Stry checks the runner over at first. And the pitch. Misses low. 1 ball, no strikes. Two-one Dons here in the bottom of the second. The pitch. That one misses inside.
That curveball didn't break right there. That just stayed straight there. So
2 balls and no strikes to Eckes. Lang a lead at first, and now Stry steps off. Not a big lead by Lang.
No. I don't think you're in any real danger of him going.
And there's a curveball for a strike from Caden Stry. 2-1. Stry ready. And he throws over to first, and they caught the runner off first. Throw to the bag, and they got the runner.
Yeah.
They caught Lang running as Stry was throwing over to first base, and they throw him out at second.
1-3 to 6.
So it ends up being a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left. At the end of 2 complete in Marshfield at Safford Field, 2-1 Columbus Catholic.
What do you like most about Columbus Catholic schools?
Amazing teachers, because they're funny and nice.
It's the small classroom sizes.
Because it teaches us to be kind.
We invite you to check out Columbus Catholic schools and see for yourself why our students like it here. That if you really want your student to attend Columbus Catholic schools, we will work with you as much as possible to make that reality. Contact us at 715-387-1177 or admissions@columbusdons.org for more information.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Neillsville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Third inning. Trailing 2-1 to the Dons. Andrew Hazer, Adam Hazer, and Preston Berg due up.
First baseman,
Andrew Hazer struck out looking his first time up on a nasty curveball.
Wow, yep.
From
Matt
Konechny.
Mac has saved his best pitches for the top guys in the order here, Barth and Hazer.
And there's a ground ball in the left field. First pitch hitting Andrew with a base hit. His 14th hit on the season.
Yep.
No, 16th hit, I think.
I believe he's had a hit in every game, too.
So Andrew Hazer leads off here in the third with a hit. And now Adam Hazer, the batter.
Yep.
Adam was hit by a pitch and scored in the first. Andrew takes his lead over at first. And the first pitch is ground ball in the left field, a base hit. It's not a replay.
Yeah.
If you're watching on Zaleski, you know that was not a replay by Jason. That was
just a different Hazer.
Yes. They look similar.
Yeah.
With the helmets on, I guess. I don't know. So Andrew and Adam on first and second with nobody out, and Preston Berg, the DH, who had an RBI, or check that, had a single back in the first.
Hit a sharp single to right. Was able to get a nice pitch to pull against.
First pitch by Konechny is low ball. Neillsville Granton softball leading 5-0.
Okay.
Over Colby Abbotsford. The coach checking in. The pitch. Low and inside. to Berg, 2-0. Two balls and no strikes to Preston Berg.
Yep. 2-0. Preston gets a pitch.
The pitch.
There,
and he lifts one in the air to right field. This one's going to get over the right fielder's head.
All the way to the fence.
Andrew's going to come around and score. Adam is at third. He is going to be held at third base. And they got Preston Berg.
Oh, boy.
He overran second base. And they tagged him out. But he gets a double, an RBI double. And at third base will be Adam Hazer.
Too bad they threw in behind him.
Left fielder, Caden.
And now Caden Hartung will be the batter.
I'll tell you what, they have not been fooled by anything Matt Konitsky's brought at him this inning.
There's a fly ball hit to center field. Maher makes the catch, but this will score another run as Adam Hazer will come in to score.
Everybody's jumping first pitch here, Larry. So
an RBI for Hartung is second in the game. And that's his 11th on the season. So he is tied with Andrew Hazer for the RBI lead. Now Updegrove, and he takes a curveball high.
Chase Updegrove.
1 ball, no strikes. Updegrove struck out looking back in the first. Fastball outside.
Both times around the order, it was this group right here that's produced runs for the Warriors.
That pitch misses. 3-0.
Konitsky looks a little not happy out there. Looks like he's not comfortable out there.
And that pitch outside a ball.
Yeah, it's
a walk to Updegrove. So a runner at first.
Once again, I'd like to see him start Updegrove here because I'd like him to see if make Becker prove he can throw somebody out.
2 outs here in the third inning, and that pitch low ball. Caden Stride, the batter. Caden struck out in the second inning. And the pitch. Caden pops it up foul. This will get out of play, third base side. And it's a ball and a strike to Caden Stride. Updegrove, the runner at first. 2 runs are in here in the third inning. Neillsville Granton leads 3-2. The pitch. Low and outside. 2-1. Trying to paint that corner and is missing.
Yeah, this inning he has not been able to get his off-speed stuff over like he was the other innings.
2-1 the count. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Runner going. Throw down to second is not in time. It gets into center field. But there is Maher to back it up. Stolen base for Updegrove.
Yep. Now Caden's got to shorten up and make contact.
2-2 the count. 2 down. Here in the third. Konechny the stretch. And the pitch. There's a little chopper, high chopper between the mound and first base. But it's picked up by the pitcher, Konechny, and he runs and takes it himself.
The first baseman had kind of committed going after the ball. Pretty good play by Konechny there, out racing Stride of the bag.
So the Warriors get 2 runs on 3 hits. They leave 1. And at the end of 2.5, 3-2, Neillsville Granton.
The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's fat bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net.
After a couple years of this, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That's where Midstate Technical College comes in. Got a passion for helping people?
Morgan's VR.
Maybe you like cars. Are you into science? Are you good with computers? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. Stop getting by and level up today.
We head to the bottom of the third. Do you have your pick for the Kentucky Derby on Saturday? Or? Like anybody knows who's running?
I'll have it before the show on Thursday.
All right. Journalism is the favorite, by the way.
Okay.
Whoever that is.
I haven't even looked.
Whoever that is.
Yeah.
All right, we go to the bottom of the third. For the Dons, they'll have the top of the order back up there.
Yeah, Eckes, he was batting when Stry picked off
Lang
to end the inning. So
first pitch.
Yeah. Caden's got the lead here. He's got to come back out with a shutdown inning, but it's the top of the order for the Dons, so it's going to be a tough road to haul here.
First pitch was a strike. It's 0-1. The pitch. There's a ground ball in between first and second and into right field, a base hit.
Yep. Up the Grove was pulled a little closer to second, and Eckes hit it where they weren't there.
So a leadoff single for Carson Eckes here in the third. And now Matt Konechny, who grounded out to third, his first time up. Stry leans in for the sign from Wyatt Hanna. Now he's ready. And the pitch is a ground ball off of Stry's glove. Probably a good thing. There's a out at first or second, and the out at first.
Wow.
Whoa, that was a close play at first base. And the umpire said he is out at first. A double play.
If this was the major leagues, I think there might be a review.
Oh, there would definitely be a review there.
Wow.
Yeah. 6-4-3, double play.
I thought Mac had that by a clean step there. Oh.
The ball was hit.
Was that deflected by Stry, so it'd be 1-6. And
was it deflected?
I thought Stry deflected that.
Okay, so 1-6 to 4-3.
And then 1-6 to 3.
1-6 to 3, okay.
Well,
first pitch to Carter Summer.
If you're the Warriors, you got to take this break and make it work for you.
The pitch, way outside. That one didn't even get anywhere close to the catcher. So 1 ball, no strikes to Summer. Or is it 2 balls? 2 balls and no strikes.
2-0.
To Summer. Summer, an RBI single back in the first inning. The pitch. Low ball, 3-0. Three balls and no strikes to Carter Summer. And the pitch is a strike on the outside corner, 3-1.
Just got a bit of the corner there, just barely. Caden's inning by inning, every inning, second inning was pretty sharp, and this inning it's been a little more of a struggle.
And a strike called in the outside corner, 3-2.
Same pitch, same place.
Caden has struck out 3 and walked 2 so far. And he's 3-2 here to Summer. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him on an outside pitch.
It came with heat and right around that corner. I don't know if that had been a strike or not, but Summer's got to protect the plate, and he didn't. So
the Warriors get out of it thanks to a double play. And the Dons get nothing on a hit. Nobody left. And at the end of 3 complete, 3-2, Neillsville Granton.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
Back here at Safford Field in Marshfield, the Dons and the Warriors. Eastern Cloverbell Conference Baseball, 92.7 WPKG, ZaleskiSports.com. Larry Hazer along with Dick Olson. And, you know, Matt Konechny's had a couple of close plays at first base.
Yes.
That he has been called out on.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, he could easily be 2 for 2 in this
Yes.
game. You know, it's well, that would have been a fielder's choice, but yeah, just wow.
All right, so Wyatt Hanna will step in to lead off the fourth. And the first pitch is on the outside corner, a strike.
Yeah.
1-1.
Mac had trouble with his breaking balls in the third inning, getting strikes, but he comes out here in the fourth inning and nailed the first one.
Swing and a miss by Wyatt. Hanna grounded out to the pitcher, his first time up. 0-2 here. 3-2 Neillsville granted. Top of the fourth. The pitch. Fastball. Got him swinging. Konechny's fifth. Make that sixth strikeout. And now Alex Stry, the batter. He walked his first time up.
Yeah, get Alex on for the top of the order here. He walked his first time up, so he's...
The pitch. Strike on the outside corner.
Yeah,
0-1.
Konechny seemed to found that corner again. He really had trouble locating that in the third inning, and he seems to have found it again.
There's a chopper.
That's going to be a tough play.
Near second base,
nice
gloved by Summer.
Yeah.
And tosses to first for the out. Well, he's a lanky guy.
Yeah, he covers a lot of ground out there. I'll tell you what.
2 up, 2 down here in the fourth inning. Now the top of the order, Gunnar Barth. Gunnar has struck out twice.
Yeah, it seems like Matt Konechny saved his best pitches for Gunnar Barth today.
He struck out swinging and struck out looking. And hits this one on the first pitch.
Ooh, major leaguer.
Second baseman Eckes makes the catch to retire the side. So a quick inning.
Yeah.
In the fourth.
Didn't waste no pitches there.
No runs, no hits, nobody left. 3.5 in the books. Still 3-2, Neillsville granted.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
A little chilly, but
nice crowd out here, and it's
Safford Field, just right next to Senior High in Marshfield.
Got a Marshfield Tigers softball game going on to the diamond to our right.
Artificial surface on the infield here at Safford Field, grass on the outfield. They don't use it all that often for actual games. But when
more practices than anything, and of course, I'm sure it comes in very handy in the spring during the weather times. That's
for the Dons here in the fourth inning. They'll have Becker, Timler, and Maher to go against Caden Stry. Stry gave up a couple of runs in that first inning, but has settled down a little bit.
Settled down a little bit.
Some good defense.
Yeah, it's gotten a couple of nice defensive plays, and.
So Becker will step in there. He had an RBI single in the first.
Got the middle of the order here. Becker had a hit against him the first time around.
So did the next guy.
Yeah.
The pitch. Drops in there for a called strike. 0-1. The 0-1 coming from Stry. And that one low. It's 1-1.
Yeah.
Same two teams Thursday at Henry Luke's baseball field in Neillsville. The pitch. Outside a ball.
Yeah, just a bit outside there.
2-1. Warriors then have Black River Falls on Monday. The pitch. There is a strike, and it's 2-2.
That one dropped in nicely there.
The Dons have Loyal on Saturday.
Yep.
And then Loyal again on Monday. There's a little ground ball.
Oh, that's going to be a tough play for
Hit to the
Hazer.
first baseman. Stride covering. Nope, they're not going to get there.
Yeah.
And now he's going to try and go to second base. Here's the throw, and it's not going to be in time.
Yeah, Caden Stride just does not get off that mound quick enough there. And
so
yeah, I guess you got to call a hit and then an error for the runner getting to second.
So an infield hit and then an error.
Yeah.
First baseman, Devlin Timler.
So Devlin Timler now will be the batter. A single back in the first inning. The Dons with 4 hits in the game. Becker. On at second base, and the first pitch to Timler's a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. 3-2 Neillsville Granted here in the bottom of the 4th. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Stride gets the sign from Hannah. Ready at the belt and the pitch. He tried to bunt.
Yeah.
And he did offer on it, I think.
That was a tough pitch to bunt. That was right in on his hands. That was real, no way in heck he was going to get that bat head out on that ball.
So 1-2 the count now to Timler.
Yeah, trying to advance that runner to third. Adam Hazer playing pretty deep at third, so.
Stride ready. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss.
Big strikeout there for Caden Strye.
So 1 out here in the 4th.
Yeah.
Strikeout number 5 in the game for Strye. And now Rocco Maher struck out looking in the first. Becker is the runner at second. Stride delivers. And Maher takes one in the dirt. Good stop by Hannah.
Hannah, yep. Yeah, you don't need a wild pitch right now and let that runner get to third.
Especially with 1 out.
Yes, absolutely. Keep him at second base.
1 ball and no strikes. And the pitch. Way outside. Another good stop by Hannah. He had to come out of his crouch there and get that one way outside.
Yeah, that was way out into the left-handed batter box there. Caden's got to slow down here and just pitch strikes.
2 balls and no strikes. Long look in at
he's
Wyatt Hannah.
Taking his time here.
And now he steps off.
Yeah.
Hannah was looking in at the dugout.
Yeah, they use that pitch deal, so.
He's got a headpiece, yep.
Yep, so.
Getting the signs in the dugout. And that pitch blocked again.
Yeah.
Nicely by Hannah. And the count is now 3-0 to Maher.
If you walk Maher here, you're going to have runners at first and second, so you will have a force at any base. But
dugout for the Dons making a lot of noise.
Yeah, betcha.
And the pitch. Strike called, 3-1. These three guys, Maher, Burdick, and Becerra, all struck out.
Yep.
But it's 3-1 now, and the pitch. Inside and low. And he walks Maher with 1 out here in the 4th inning.
So now you got to go right after Becerra and Lang.
Jay Ryan Bernick is the batter now.
Bernick, excuse me.
Bernick struck out in the second inning. And now they are going to pull. Andrew's going to pull in and play in on the grass.
Yeah, they might
at
be
first.
thinking maybe a bunt here.
The stretch by Stry. And the pitch. Inside and low. And I think that hit him. It did. It hit Bernick on the foot. So Bernick will go to first, and they're loaded now with one out for Becerra. And now Coach Jason Kurth is going to come out of the dugout and talk to his pitcher.
Yeah, I think
and probably talk to the whole infield.
Infielders here. You got bases loaded, so I think up the middle you're going to look two, and at the corners, maybe take a shot at the plate.
One out here in the fourth.
Depending where it's hit, of course.
Bases are loaded for Columbus Catholic. They had a play like that last night, and Wyatt Hanna came off the base to make the tag instead of tagging the base and then going to first.
Yes, absolutely.
And I think that's what Coach Kurth may have just told him.
Yeah, absolutely, because he tagged the runner, and he had absolutely no reason to tag the runner. And he catches that ball, and he'll have an open throw down to third. Third or first.
Right.
I've always thought the easier throw is to third because you don't have to deal with the runner going down the baseline.
All right, so Becerra steps in and takes the first pitch for a strike, 0-1. Bases loaded for the Dons here in the fourth. Neillsville Granton leads 3-2. Stry with a long look again. And the pitch. Inside and low, 1-1.
Really having trouble with that breaking ball inside. He's below the knees all the time. Outside corner, he's been pretty sharp, but not inside.
Working out of the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss late by Becerra that time, and it's 1-2.
Came with a little heat there, right in on the hands, and there was nothing Becerra was going to do with that pitch.
1 ball and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. He gets Becerra on the strikeout. 2 down in the fourth inning. And now Drew Lang.
Coach Kressel's going to have a word.
And he's going to get a runner over there at
courtesy runner for Becker. And he
at
brought
third
in
base.
number 12. And I don't have a number 12, so.
Daxton Wenzel.
Okay.
He's the runner.
Courtesy runner. So.
All right, so the base is loaded for Drew Lang.
Always a good move. Get the catcher in. He can get his gear on. And
big spot here for Lang. Base is loaded.
Lang drew a walk his first time up. So
Stry delivers, and it's just high a ball. 1 ball, no strikes.
Bring it down just a bit. Caden's thrown a lot of pitches this inning.
Runners take their leads. Stry gets the sign, winds and delivers. And it's a little number that's hit foul. So it was a foul ball.
Yeah, okay.
1-1.
Hanna did the right thing. He grabbed the ball and touched the plate. So,
or the runner.
Yeah.
Either,
the runner.
Either one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Stry gets the sign he wants and the pitch. Foul right back on the screen. That one came right back at you.
Yeah, I know it. I said one of these times it's going to be.
Of course, you got the screen there now.
Yeah. I tell you what, get one over that screen with anything on it, it's tough. So.
A ball and 2 strikes now to Drew Lang.
Yeah, Lang is right on Stry, so it's might have to throw something off speed here or something here.
Stry delivers, and it's lifted in the air to center. Alex Stry is there and will make the catch, and the Warriors get out of it.
Nice job by Caden Stry throwing strikes to get out of that inning.
The Dons get no runs on 1 hit. They leave 3. The end of 4 complete here at Safford Field in Marshfield. It's Neillsville Granton 3, Columbus Catholic 2.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
With more winter snow on the way, make your way to Chili Implement. Chili Implement, located conveniently between Marshfield and Chili, just north of Highway 10, is ready to help you make snow removal easier. Visit Chili Implement and see how their complete selection of Kubota and Cub Cadet snow removal machines will simplify your winter. Chili Implement open Monday through Saturday for sales, service, and parts. Chili Implement will also help you finance your next purchase. You can also see more at chiliimplement.com.
Goes here. 10-1, Neillsville Granton in the girls softball game. I think they're playing Abbotsford Colby tonight.
Yeah, I believe, is that Neillsville? Yeah, it is Neillsville. Yeah, it's because they were celebrating senior night tonight.
Yep. My daughter Maggie is watching down in Fredonia, Kansas.
Oh. I wonder what's the temperature down there.
It's probably not 50.
No.
The pitch to Andrew Hazer leading off here in the 5th inning. He takes a strike.
Andrew singled the last time, start that 2-run uprising. He had jumped on the first pitch.
Ooh. And he swings and misses that one outside.
Yeah, here Mac started off with a curveball for a called strike, and he come back with heat on that outside corner.
0-2. The pitch. And that one fouled off the catcher, the umpire, back on the screen. 0-2. Konechny winds and delivers outside. The ball and 2 strikes. 17-1, the final in 5 innings, the coach says.
Okay.
Neillsville Granton winning.
Yeah, nice win on senior night. And
the pitch. Just got a piece and fouled it off.
Andrew hanging in there pretty nicely here.
Ball and 2 strikes.
If nothing else, force Matt Konechny to throw a few more pitches.
1 ball and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Curveball. Curveball had him back it out of there. I think Mac thought he had a strike.
I tell you, it wasn't not that far off.
It was not.
If nothing else, it came in a little too high, but that was a pretty nice pitch there.
It was. 2-2. Chopped foul, third base side. I think it fooled the umpire.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. But it was about shoulder high, but it didn't have quite enough break on it probably to catch the corner, but still kind of a good pitch.
2-2 the pitch.
There it is.
There's the curveball.
Yeah.
Catches the inside corner.
Yeah.
Strike 3 called.
Yeah, he fooled him completely with that pitch.
Adam Hazer now the batter. Hit by a pitch, singled. He has scored twice.
Yeah. Adam and Preston Berg have kind of been the catalysts in these last 2 innings, in these 2 innings that the Warriors have scored.
First pitch to Adam is low, ball. One ball and no strikes. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. A little high.
Yeah.
Went after it.
Had a little. That's a tough pitch to catch up. That high fastball. That's really. And if you do hit it, you intend to just to pop it up.
1-1 the pitch. Low and outside. 2-1. Konechny winds and delivers. Popped up foul. He just fought off that curveball that time. Goes out of play. 2-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss.
Got him on that same high fastball.
So 2 strikeouts here in the 5th inning. 2 up, 2 down, and now Preston Berg.
I tell you what, after
a little difference than that one inning.
Yeah, after having a tough third, he has come back with 2 nice innings here in the 4th and 5th. He really looked sharp the last 2 innings.
There's a curveball for a strike.
Yeah, he couldn't get that curveball across there in the 3rd inning, and it really cost him. And the last 2 innings, he's gotten it back, and it's been very sharp.
There's a base hit for Preston Berg.
He has not fooled Berg today at all.
3 for 3 for Preston Berg.
Yep.
And now Caden Hartung.
Yeah, Berg has looked and he's pulled everything too, Larry.
Yep.
That's a good sign.
So Hartung the batter. The Warriors got 1 in the 1st, 2 in the 3rd. The Dons got both of their runs in the 1st. The runner at first for the Warriors, the pitch. And Hartung takes low. A nice stop by Becker.
Yeah, you're not going to see Preston run here unless it's a pass, wild pitch or a pass ball back to the screen.
1 ball and no strikes. And the pitch. Popped up foul. This one will get out of play. And it's 1-1 to Caden Hartung. And an RBI flyout in the 3rd and an RBI double in the 1st. And now Konechny steps off. The stretch and the pitch.
Ooh.
Swing and a miss.
Yeah, I kind of
took a little something off that one.
Yeah, and really fooled Hartung, and that was not even a strike. And
ball and 2 strikes to Caden Hartung with 2 down here in the 5th. The pitch. That one bounces. Becker uses his body to block it.
Good stop.
Becker not one of those big catchers you're used to seeing.
He's quite small.
2 balls and 2 strikes.
Sophomore, so.
The pitch. That one low, scooped up by Becker. It's 3-2.
Nice throw down to first, so in behind Berg, but Berg, of course, didn't have a big lead off there either. So full count now.
3 balls and 2 strikes, 2 down. Berg will be running. Throw over to first, and he's back in time. And the Dons bench thought they had it.
Yeah, if Berg is getting about a 2-step lead, I guess they're trying to keep him from getting a big jump.
Another throw over to first. Another good throw.
Yeah.
Berg gets back in. Doesn't have that big of a lead, but there are some close plays over there at first base.
Yeah,
the pitch. Swing and a miss. And Konechny strikes out the side again.
Yeah.
That's the 2nd time he's done that this game. No runs across for the Warriors on a hit. They leave 1. And at the end of 4.5, still 3-2 Neillsville Granton.
Have you outgrown your old furniture? Well, I can relate. Then get into Mall Furniture today. We are never short on inventory, and we are never short on bringing you great deals. Living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, mattresses, recliners, lift chairs, and big clearance recliners. Head to Mall, because we got them all.
Mall Furniture and Mattress, West 9th Street, Marshfield.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
PKG and ZaleskiSports.com. Glad to have you along. Wherever you might be from, Kansas, Marshfield, Neillsville.
Good game, too.
3-2 Neillsville Granted as we go to the bottom of the 5th. And, this Eastern Clover Conference in baseball, I think, was kind of a question mark coming in as to who was going to be.
But right now, you got, of course, there's makeup games we played.
Yeah, there's a lot of games we played.
But, you got 4 teams at the top with 1 loss between them. So it's and, Spencer's had a pretty good season. They're 2-3, but they're going to have a lot to say about this season yet. They're coming down the stretch, too. So
Gilman maybe, too.
Yeah, Gilman, don't know. I think we'll know more about them after their games with Loyal this week.
Yep.
We will see what happens there.
All right, so Carson Eckes, leadoff hitter, steps in and takes a pitch low, a ball, 1 ball, no strikes. Eckes, 1 for 1. He walked in the first and scored and singled in the third. The pitch. That one stays inside, 2-0.
Yeah, he's been having trouble getting that breaking ball on the outside, on the inside corner there now. So
Eckes, a left-handed batting second baseman.
This is the top of the order with Eckes, Konitsky, and Summer.
Pitch high, a ball, 3-0.
That's caused him problems.
Matt Konechny's had a couple of close plays at first.
Got a big break in the third inning on a 1-6-3 double play. So
the pitch, and that one stays high and tight, and it's a leadoff walk here in the 5th to Eckes.
Pitcher, Matt Konechny.
That's the 4th walk now for Stride. That's been his bugaboo here.
Problem, yep. Yeah, today he's only given up 5 hits, but you start mixing in walks. Coach Kurth coming out to talk to him again. So,
and we're going to get a pitching change.
Okay.
We're going to see Gunnar Barth coming on to pitch.
So Caden Stry will go out to left field. Caden Hartung come in and play shortstop, and so I figure Caden had to be getting up there in pitches. So, but just the last inning and last inning, he looked a little tired out there, and. Now, Barth hasn't pitched a lot this year. Did pitch a nice inning yesterday against Edgar, so we'll see what happens.
So Gunnar Barth coming on to pitch here in the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah. The big thing about, you take put Barth on the mound, that kind of it weakens your defense a little bit because you've already got Andrew Hazer playing first. So you got Caden Hartung, who hasn't played a lot of shortstop, playing shortstop now, and Stry in left field is not the most fleet of foot, so.
Yeah, normally in a normal situation.
Yeah, Andrew Hazer would be at shortstop, but
Caden would be at first.
Yeah, save his shoulder, and so.
So now what? Gunnar's got to take something off here. Does he have something white on? I don't know. Yeah, he did. He had a white. No, I'm not sure what. There's something on his wrap on his wrist that they maybe. I don't know. They're looking at something over there.
Yeah.
Now they're going to say put a glove on.
Okay.
A black glove so that it covers up.
Yeah, when you got the white, that kind of anything can.
We got the coach, or we got the commissioner behind the plate today. So
yeah.
So we're not going to get away with anything here today. Bob Houts is the home plate umpire. Gunner's trying to get that glove on with that batting glove on.
Yeah.
And he just barely got it on, I think. So we'll see if that does anything to him mentally. But he takes his warm-up pitches here to Wyatt Hanna. So he will come on to pitch here in the bottom of the 5th, 3-2 Neillsville Granton. Carson Eckes led off the inning with a walk.
Yeah, and he's they're throwing him in there into the teeth of Konitsky, Summer, and Becker and Timler. So it's not going to be easy for him.
Caden Stry going 4 innings.
Yep.
And we're assuming it was probably a pitch count issue that forced him out of the game. So Gunnar Barth on to pitch here in the 5th with nobody out and a runner at first. Matt Konechny the batter. 0 for 2, but a couple of close plays made on him at first base. Eckes with the lead at first. And Barth delivers, and it's low a ball. As you mentioned, Gunner not a lot of pitching innings
No.
innings pitched this season.
Yeah,
So it's probably good he got an inning in yesterday
absolutely.
against
Yeah,
Edgar.
and I think
That pitch low, 2-0.
I think they kind of knew they would be in this situation. It's.
We hate to use too many pitchers here with another game against Columbus Catholic on Thursday.
And you don't know what Andrew Hazer's shoulder situation is, so I think you'd kind of like to save.
The pitch. There goes the runner. Pitches outside. Throw down to second. Is in time.
Ah, what a throw by Hannah.
The throw was right to the base.
Yeah. Updergrove covered. Nice play.
And we are going to get the coach for Columbus Catholic coming out. And having a word with the umpire out in the field. And
whatever, it satisfied him, I guess, but
well, Gunner had something to say to the coach as well as he ran by. So I don't know. They're all smiling. Everything's good, I guess.
Yeah.
But the runner thrown out at second.
Yeah.
So Wyatt Hanna, he threw a runner out at first yesterday.
Yeah, that was a nice throw. That was right on the base.
Picked the guy off.
Yep, and then the runner slides right into the glove of the infielder. So
the pitch and a walk to Konechny. So Mack will get on base for the first time today.
Yeah.
And now Carter Summer.
Yeah.
Summer, an RBI single and a strikeout.
Yeah, they guess they don't courtesy. I would assume they don't courtesy runner for Mack.
Well, they didn't for Becker either until he got to third.
Yep.
All right, one out, runner at first for the Dons. And now time is called by Summer. Konechny is lead at first. Barth will flip one over there to Andrew Hazer covering. Barth looks in for the sign from Wyatt Hanna. Now he's ready. And the pitch.
Good pitch.
Fouled off of Hanna's mask.
Good curveball there. Yeah, Hannah's been a pretty good target the last couple of days.
Summer kind of waited as long as he could to hit that one and fouled it off.
Yeah, it's like he thought it was going to be a ball. Oh, it's a strike. I better swing. And
0-1 the count. Get a long look in by Barth. Now he's ready. And the pitch is chopped foul, third base side near the Columbus Don dugout. Kind of like the pitcher for Edgar yesterday. He took a long time in between pitches.
Yeah, I said you're so used to watching Major League Baseball and know how fast those guys got to pitch, and then realize these kids can still take the time. And Stanky was really.
He'd get the sign and still wait another 3 seconds before he pitched. Curveball is lifted in the air to left, and I don't know if Caden Stry saw it. No, he didn't.
I didn't even see it,
Throw comes in. It'll be a double.
Is it?
And close play at second base. The throw from Stry to Updergrove covering, and now Summer is hurt.
Yeah. I think he hit that base pretty hard.
Summer hits a double out to left. I don't think Caden Stry saw it.
ever seen that pitch. I don't know if he's got sunglasses on or not, but, he'd be looking right up into that sun. He did not pick that ball up at all.
And Summer gets up, and, it looks like it might have been.
Yeah, knocked the wind out of him a little bit. Yeah, Caden Stry's coming in to get sunglasses now.
Coach Jason Kurth says you should have brought those out with you before.
Catcher, Ray Becker.
So, runners at second and third now with one out here in the fifth for the Dons. And Ray Becker.
And Becker's 2 for 2 on the day. He had an RBI in the first. And then
he's got a chance for 2 more here.
You bet.
3-2 Neillsville Granton, bottom of the fifth. But a big opportunity here for the Dons to score. The infield corners are playing in. Looking to cut that run off.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now time is called. Again, Gunner looking in long
Yeah.
at the catcher.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the problem is there. Or if Hannah's having trouble getting signals from the bench.
The stretch by Barth, the pitch. Low, 1-0. Becker singled his last time up, was stranded at third. Big opportunity for him here in the fifth. The pitch. Way outside. Oh, a good stop by Hannah.
That saved a run there. Because I'll tell you what, Konitsky had a big jump, and Adam Hazer playing up on the grass was no position to cover, so he can pretty much do what he wants there.
2 balls and no strikes. Barth the stretch. And the pitch. There's the strike.
Yeah.
And it's 2-1. I think the Dons were just kind of waiting for him to throw a strike.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, yeah, you got to make him throw it. So, and now you still got a hitter's count for Becker here.
Yep.
So
2-1.
he comes in that pitch, you would think he'd be swinging.
Barth the pitch.
Ooh,
misses low.
Just off plate there.
And it's 3-1 now to Becker. Runners at second and third for Columbus Catholic here in the fifth. 1 out. Barth the stretch. And the pitch. There's a ground ball right back to Gunner. Gunner's going to go to first to get the out, and they'll hold the runner at third.
Nice job by Barth. Oh, first of all, making that play, which was not easy, and then having the sense to look back Konitsky at third.
Is that where you use the word wherewithal?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
That'd be a good one.
Yep.
Good spot for that.
Yeah, I guess so.
He had the wherewithal.
Yeah. Okay.
To make that play. Now we're going to get the courtesy runner
at
third for the pitcher. With 2 outs, number 8. All right, so that'll bring up Devlin Timler now. Timler 1 for 2. He struck out his last time up. 2 down now.
Timler had a base hit in the first inning.
Yep.
So
runners still at second and third for the Dons.
Your infielders, your play is at first.
Pitch is taken high, a ball.
Curveball that didn't, just stayed up on him.
1 ball and no strikes. Barth the stretch. And the 1-0 is a curveball that's grounded foul, third base side. A lot of room in foul territory.
Yeah, there is, absolutely. And, your third and first baseman, they get pop-ups. Got to be on their horse to get over there.
Yep,
So.
you got a lot of room to make a catch. 1 ball and 1 strike. Barth the stretch and the pitch. Low, 2-1. Summer at second. Konechny's courtesy runner is at third. 2 down. The stretch by Barth. And the pitch. Outside, and it's 3-1.
Timler gets on. You got Rocco Mahar, who walked the last time up.
Three balls and a strike to Timler. Barth delivers low, and he walks Timler. So bases are now loaded with 2 down.
3 walks and a double in the inning, and nobody's scored yet. So that play of Hannah's throwing out Eckes at second is just a huge play in this inning so far.
The Dons had bases loaded last inning and did not get a run. All right, Mahar, the batter, and he fouls one back on the screen. 0-1. Maher 0 for 1. He walked his last time up and struck out in the first. Bases loaded. Barth will still work out of the stretch. And the 0-1. Oh, drops in there and a curveball, 0-2.
That was a dandy, Larry.
That was one of the better ones he's thrown.
Yep.
0-2 now to Maher.
Yeah, now Maher's got to shorten up and try to make contact.
Long look in again by Gunnar Barth. Still looking. Now he comes ready. And the pitch. Outside corner, got him looking.
Yep.
Wow. 2 times the Warriors have stranded, or had the Dons strand the bases loaded. They get no runs on 1 hit. They leave 3. And at the end of 5 complete here in Marshfield, still 3-2, Neillsville Granton.
Nuts Deep 2, a Marshfield favorite for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Soup, salad, pizza, omelets, sandwiches, wraps, and burgers. How about appetizers like loaded tots and super nuts nachos? 14 large TVs to watch all your favorite games. Plus, entertainment and event space for groups large and small for your upcoming parties. Nuts Deep 2 again, awarded Best Burgers and Fish Fry in Marshfield. Nuts Deep 2 on South Central Avenue in Marshfield and Nuts Deep 2 North in Spencer.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Last 2 innings.
Yeah, Konitsky has really shut him down the last 2 innings. He is just, other than a single by Preston Berg, he has just been dynamite.
All right, so up to Grove. Stry and Hanna due up here against Konechny. And the first pitch to Up to Grove is a strike.
Chase drew a walk his last time and had a stolen base. So
one of those pitchers in Konechny where you got to be ready to swing in that first pitch.
Absolutely, yeah. He gets the ball back and he's ready to go. It's just.
But he's right around the strike zone.
And he's
be ready to hit.
Right now he's in rhythm.
Yep.
And as soon as he gets that ball, he wants it. He's got an idea what he wants to do. And
1 ball and 1 strike. Mack delivers. And it's bunted foul back on the screen by Up to Grove.
Good idea, but he just didn't get that bat head out fast enough. That's.
So it's a ball and 2 strikes to Chase. Up to Grove walked his last time up. The pitch. There's a little chopper. Second baseman charges, throws, and it is not in time.
He dropped the ball.
Got away from the first baseman, and Up to Grove reaches.
Well, I'll be the hometown scorer. Give me a hit.
You give me a hit? All right.
Yep.
So a hit is what they say in the press box for Up to Grove. What everyone said up here in the press box.
Yeah.
So Caden Stride now the batter, the pitch. Outside a ball. There goes Up to Grove. Throw down to second is not in time. Well, that was a close play at second base.
But the throw was in front of the bag, and I think Up to Grove got in behind him.
That was close.
Yeah, it was close, though.
Very close.
Very nice throw by Becker.
Summer thought he had him.
Yeah.
And I tell you, I think half the people say he did and half said he didn't.
Yeah.
That was very close. Yeah. Pitch to Stry is bunted out in front of home plate. No, it was a foul ball.
Nope, not quite.
So it's 1-1 now to Caden Stry. Up to Grove, the runner at second. Konechny, the pitch. Squaring to bunt is Stride. He missed it.
Just didn't do a very good job there.
So now it's 1-2. They're trying to get that runner over to third.
Yeah, the Warriors do struggle at bunting. They really do. It's not easy to do, I know, but they could use a little work on it. That's for sure.
This part of the lineup, you almost have to be able to.
They need to.
There's a throw back to second, and it hit Updegrove in the foot, and it goes out into center field.
I'll tell you what, that was going to be a close play with a good throw too. So,
but the play hit Chase in the foot as he was diving back in head first, and went out into center field where Maher got it, but Updegrove stays at second and limping a little bit.
Yeah,
that hit him right in the ankle. I think.
I think if I'm Coach Mattson, I'm having Stry swing away and see if he can pull something here.
Outside a ball, it's 2-2. Chase, I don't think he's going to be running very much right now. He's limping pretty good.
Yeah, I hit that. I think it hit him in the knee the way he's running.
It was weird.
Back. Yeah.
It hit him in the leg somewhere.
Yeah.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Stry, the pitch. There's a
go.
ground ball right side, gloved by the second baseman, Eckes, on to first for the out.
Good at bat by Caden Stry.
But the runner goes to third.
Yeah.
And with 1 out, you got Wyatt Hanna up.
Hanna struggled today with a comebacker and then a strikeout. But
Coach Mattson wants to talk with his catcher before he gets into the batter's box.
I think Coach Kressel's going to talk to his pitcher too. So.
Yep. Coach Krasel coming out of the dugout.
Is this the end of the line for Mac?
I don't know. He's coming out. He's going to have everybody coming in. The infield. Doesn't look like there's a pitching change going to be made. He just wants to get everybody on the same page with a runner at third. 1 out here in the top of the 6th. 3-2 Neillsville Granton with a runner at third and 1 out.
I would think their next pitcher, Eckes has done some pitching for him, as has Summer and Timler. So, but
Coach Krasel back into the dugout.
I think they were out there talking situations, especially, is Hanna going to squeeze? Where the infield? Okay, looks like all the infielders are playing up.
All right, so they're going to try and cut off that run at home.
Yeah.
As now Konechny steps off and Wyatt steps out of the batter's box.
Yeah. Do you want to go with the suicide squeeze, where the runner takes off, or are you going to go with some kind of safety squeeze?
Here's the pitch. It's a bunt right out in front of home plate, and the runner is going to go to first. He's not. He missed the ball at first base, and Updegrove will score. The throw by Konechny to first was a little high, but it went right off the glove of the first baseman.
It's an E3. There's no ifs, ands, or what's about that. So
a run scores as Konechny did all he could to hold that runner at third, and then the throw over to first.
Does Hanna get an RBI on that? I don't know. I don't know if he'd have scored if there isn't an error.
We'll leave that up to the official scores.
Okay, yeah.
We got a courtesy? Okay, it looks like Mason Anding over at first.
Yep. Big insurance run for the Warriors here. Been flirting with a lot of runners on base and with a 1-run lead. Now you got a 2-run lead. So
Alex Stry will be the batter for the Warriors.
But, you got Alex Stry up here with 1 out, and then you got the top of the order. So
Konechny, throw over to first. Oh, that was close. Very close again.
I'll tell you what, he has a terrific right-handed move. He really does.
It is right there, that throw to first.
Absolutely.
Very quick spin, and it's right there. The pitch. There goes the runner. Double clutch by the catcher. Throw down to second, and not in time. So the runner slides under the tag.
Yeah.
And a runner at second again for the Warriors. Stry with the pitch. Takes it low. 2 balls and no strikes to Alex Stry. There have been some close plays here tonight.
Yeah, and if you want.
The pitch. That one way high, and it gets by the catcher back on the screen.
And if you want to be honest with it about Larry.
Ending to third.
You want to be honest, and a lot of them have went the Warriors' way.
Yeah, and probably shouldn't have.
Yeah. If you want to be perfectly honest about it.
If you're a Dons fan, I think you have a lot of beef.
Yeah, and Coach Kresselt has been out to talk to the base umpire one time today, and that time he shouted from the dugout.
Yep.
So, it's
the pitch. Bunted first base side by Stride, foul.
But just by the way that Summer and Eckes reacted on that last play,
yep.
you got to believe that the call was missed.
3-1 the count. Runner at third for the Warriors with one out here in the top of the sixth. A run is already in. They lead 4-2. The pitch. Strike two called.
Stride's got to bunt those strikes. Now you're 3-2 here, so you got to put it in play somehow.
Top of the order coming up. The pitch.
Oh,
and he takes it low.
Oh, Konechki.
And here comes the runner from third as the ball got by the catcher on the fourth. On the ball four.
Konechki didn't get off the mound to cover in time there.
And that ball got way back on the screen. I don't know if they would have got him anyway.
Good job by Mason Anding, the freshman.
He's the courtesy runner, and he gets in to score. And now we may have a pitching change.
I think that's going to be the end of the line.
5-2, Neillsville Granton in here in the top of the sixth.
Looks like, I think he pointed at Summer.
Yeah, it looks like it is going to be Summer as he takes off the glasses. As the top of the order will be coming up here for Neillsville Granton in this sixth inning.
And quite honestly, Gunnar Barth is probably happy to see anybody but Matt Konechki out there.
So Carter Summer will come on to take his warm-up pitches. And we'll be back to Safford Field in Marshfield in just a moment. 5-2, Neillsville Granton here in the top of the sixth. Again, these two teams will play again coming up Thursday in Neillsville. And Columbus Catholic has a couple against Loyal Saturday and Monday.
So it looks like Konechki.
Summer's on to pitch.
Yeah. Eckes is at shortstop now. So Konechki go to the outfield? I believe Konechki's in center field now.
Timler went over to first.
Yeah.
Well, that's where he's been.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, there we go.
Yeah, Bernick is still at third.
Eckes was at second.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the guy that went to second? That's the question.
Yeah, number 9 came in.
First pitch to Gunnar Barth is a strike on the outside corner. Throw down to first, not in time. Oh, 0-1 the count to Gunnar Barth.
Yeah.
One out here in the sixth inning. Throw over to first.
Oh, that time he got him.
And that time they did get Alex Stride.
Yeah, he was leaning terribly there.
So now there's 2 outs with nobody on for Gunnar Barth at a count of 0-2. Or 0-1.
Yeah, he's only
0-1. Yep.
Only throwing one pitch.
That one misses outside. 1-1. The pitch. Outside, 2-1. Yeah, they've tried numerous times to get guys stealing pickoffs.
Finally got him.
The umpire finally gave him the call this time.
The new pitcher comes in and picks him up. Right.
There's a ground ball, high chopper to third. Gloved by the third baseman. Throw to first. In time to get Gunner. The Warriors come up with a couple of runs. On one hit, they leave none. And at the end of 5.5, it's now 5-2, Neillsville Granton.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers is valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Baseball matchup. And Neillsville Granton leading here in the bottom of the 6th, 5-2 over Columbus Catholic. Warriors looking to stay perfect in the Eastern Division.
Yeah.
They are 4-0 coming in.
Got 7, 8, 9 coming up here this inning, Larry. So
Ryan Burdick will lead off here in this 6th inning. Gunnar Barth coming on in the 5th inning and getting the Dons. Got him out with bases loaded.
Yep.
That pitch taken low. Dons have left the bases loaded the last 2 innings. 1 ball and no strikes to Burdick. The pitch is on the outside corner, 1-1. Burdick hit by a pitch his last time up. Oh for 2. The pitch. Popped up foul. This one will get out of play. And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Burdick. The stretch by Gunnar Barth and the pitch. Curveball drops right in there for a called strike 3. We could see that one all the way from here.
Yeah, he's starting to get a feel for his curveball a little bit. That's helped a lot. Helped him get out of that last inning. And
Jude Becerra has struck out twice. Stepping in there, the DH on the right side. Barth delivers, swing and a miss. Off speed there. 0-1. Gunnar works out of the stretch all the time. He is set here. And the 0-1 drops in there for a called strike 2. 0-2.
Really getting a feel for that curveball now. You know.
No balls and 2 strikes to Becerra.
I don't see any reason not come back. You know, unless you want to throw a fastball in the dirt or something here. But
the pitch. This one lifted in the air, right field. This one will get out of play.
Yeah, pretty good protecting the plate there by Becerra there.
Count remains 0-2.
Knowing that outside corner has been a strike all day, so.
Updegrove still limping on that right leg. He got hit on a throw. The pitch. Curveball. That one missed upstairs.
Yeah, those kind of things tend to linger if you hit the right place.
Yeah, you hit a bone. It'll. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Barth delivers.
There it is.
And a called strike 3 and a curveball. Two strikeouts here in the 6th for Gunnar Barth, and now Drew Lang, the left fielder. He has walked and flied out to center. He flied out to center with the bases loaded in the 4th to end the inning. And the first pitch here is low ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Barth delivers, and that one stays upstairs. 2-0.
Don't want to walk the number 9 hitter, not with the top of the order, which is giving you some problems today.
2-0, the pitch. There's a strike. 2-1. 5-2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Neillsville Granton with the lead. Count of 2 balls and a strike to Drew Lang with 2 down. And the pitch. Outside.
Yeah.
And it's 3-1. Three balls and a strike. And the pitch. Popped up foul. Ooh, a little bit more to just a little bit more to the left, and we'd have had one in here maybe.
That was one that had my name on it there.
Might have had a chance.
Yeah.
3-2 now to Drew Lang.
Secretly, I'm hoping nothing comes in here. So.
Yeah. Got some equipment in here that I don't think that's going to get a ball headed. 3-2. And the pitch.
There it is.
Curveball drops in there, and he strikes out the side with 3 curveballs.
Wow.
3 up, 3 down for the Dons in their half of the 6th inning. We go to the 7th. Neillsville Granton leads 5-2.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between. Check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See Chips' complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream, all served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield. Be a champ and have a chipperific day.
Hi, I'm Shad from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on the journey.
Go to Next Step because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
Columbus Catholic, and for the Warriors, they will bring up Andrew Hazer, Adam Hazer, and Preston Berg to go against Carter Summer.
Yeah, none of the guys have seen Summer, but it's a part of the order that's done well for the Warriors today and started some pretty good, big part of the 1st and 3rd innings.
All right, so Andrew steps in there. 1 for 3, the pitch. Low and outside and back on the screen.
Yeah, Summer spiked that one.
1 ball, no strikes. A single run scored and 2 strikeouts for Andrew. The pitch. Outside corner, a strike. 1-1. That's a pitch that the pitchers have
That's been a pitcher's pitch
today.
all day, inside and outside. He's really given him a nice strike zone. 1
ball and 1 strike. The pitch. There's another one.
And that one
1-2.
And that one was right on it too. I'll tell you. Looks like Summer has really good control.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Andrew Hazer leading off here in the 7th. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him with a fastball.
Yeah. He's a big, tall kid too. It's tough to pick up that release point with those long arms.
So now Adam Hazer, he was hit by a pitch singled and struck out. He's also scored twice.
Yep.
Summer also works out of the stretch. Yeah. And that one is laced down the right field line.
I think he got that off the trademark.
I don't know how he even hit that ball. That was coming right at him.
Yeah.
He was able to get around on it and fouled it down the third baseline. 0-1. Summer gets the sign from Becker and the pitch. Outside and low. 1-1.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, that would have shattered it big time. Yeah, that bat head would have been lying out by the third baseman, Bernick.
The pitch. There's a little chopper, and that one will go foul third base side. One ball, two strikes. Preston Berg, who has 3 hits, waits in the on-deck circle. Summer the stretch and the pitch. That one in the air to left center field. Left fielder coming over and dives.
Can't make
the play. And Adam will be on second with a double.
Pretty good effort by Lang.
That
the
was
left
very
fielder,
good effort.
But I thought that was up the alley. But Lang made an effort, but couldn't quite get it. And then Hazer sitting on second after a double.
Well, we seen a diving play yesterday by
the left fielder.
For Edgar.
Yes, it was.
All-out dive.
Similar to that, but going the other way. And
all right, so a runner at second with 1 out for Preston Berg, who has 3 hits.
And he's pulled everything today. So he's
the pitch here is outside and low.
Yeah.
1-0.
We'll see if he's able to pull Summer here, too.
Batting from the left side, Preston Berg, the DH. And the pitch. There's a hit. Right field side, but foul.
Oh, just barely foul, but pretty good play by the first baseman down there, Timler, getting in front of that. Of course, he's playing him real close to the line also. So, but Preston got that more off down by the trademark too. So he didn't have quite the punch on it that he had in his previous 3 at bats. 1
ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. There's a little chopper out in front of home plate. Glove by Summer, throw to first in time, and Adam Hazer goes to third, but there's 2 outs.
Big at bat here for Hartung, get that run home.
Caden with a couple of RBIs today.
Caden Hartung.
And now Coach Matson wants to talk to Caden with that runner at third and 2 outs.
Caden 1 for 2, double in the first, sac fly in the third, and then struck out in the 5th. So.
All right, so Hartung will step in there. Yeah, that may be the knee because it.
Yeah.
Updegrove's in the on-deck circle, kind of.
Cringing.
Massaging the back of his knee where that ball hit him.
I think he took it in the side of the knee, and to fly as far as it did, it had to hit a bone, you would think. So.
Well, he doesn't have the most meat on his bone.
No, he don't.
The pitch to Hartung is low a ball.
Yeah. Adam Hazer needs to get a good jump off third just in case there's a pass ball here.
1 ball and no strikes. Summer delivers. That one high and tight, 2-0. Two balls and no strikes. Summer into his windup, the pitch. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, came with the high heat there, and Hartung couldn't catch up with that one.
2 balls and a strike to Hartung. And the pitch. Outside, that one gets by the catcher. Here comes Adam Hazer, and he will score.
Yeah, that went about as far as it could back to the backstop, and even though Summer was up there, that they had no chance of getting Adam after scoring.
And the count now 3-1 to Caden Hartung.
So good small ball by the Warriors. Adam Hazer hits a double. Berg advances him with a ground out, and
then you never know what's going to happen when that runner at third.
Absolutely.
The pitch. Hartung lines it foul. Whoa, almost a nice grab by Coach Kurth.
Yeah. I don't know. What's the score there? EK.
He'll be rubbing his hands when he gets in the dugout. He won't do nothing there.
He'll take a lot of gruff from that one, I'll tell you.
I'm sure that might have hurt his hands.
Yeah.
The pitch. Outside corner, strike 3 call. But the Warriors do get a run on a hit.
Yeah.
They leave none. And at the end of 6.5, it's now 6-2, Neillsville Granton.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 16 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now. Choose drunken chicken, BLT, Western, mac and cheese, sweet chili chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has broasted chicken, fish sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and scottyspizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and I am standing in our all-new Express Lane. Open now, no appointment necessary. Stop on in and get things like oil changes, filters, quick lubes. No appointment necessary. See you soon.
To the bottom of the 7th, Neillsville leading 6-2, and big run there in that 7th inning for the Warriors.
Yeah, absolutely. You got top of the order coming up with Eckes, Konitsky, and Summer. It's I said the last 2 innings they've added on 3 runs, and that's been really big.
All right, so Carson Eckes will lead off here in the 7th.
Game's in Gunnar Barth's hands here, so.
Eckes 1 for 1. He's walked a couple of times and had a single back in the 3rd.
Big play in the 5th, though. He got caught stealing. And as you remember, Larry, the Dons left the bases loaded that inning, even though they had 3 walks and a double in it.
There's a ground ball hit to first. Andrew Hazer bobbled it momentarily, but there was Gunnar Barth to make the play,
nice job
covering.
Nice job by Barth getting over there. I thought Andrew was going to be able to take that himself, but he bobbled it just a bit, but Barth was there, and they get the 3-1.
Maybe that glove is too big.
I see you using a first baseman mitt.
So 1 out here in the 7th.
That's the kind of glove, if you're not used to using it, it can be a pain.
Mac Konechny, the batter. Walked his last time up. Barth winds and delivers. First pitch skips across home plate.
Bounce that one in.
1 ball and no strikes. You notice Gunnar on his release, he kind of hesitates when he gets his leg up.
Yep.
Could throw your timing off a little bit as a batter.
Absolutely.
The 1-0 is laced into left field. Caden Strye's not going to get that one. That was over his head all the way to the fence.
Got to hit that cutoff, man.
Konechny will hold at second.
Which he didn't do either, but Konechny stayed at second, excuse me. But Caden having all kinds of trouble out there in left field.
So a double for Konechny with 1 out here in the 7th inning.
And right now that sun is going down a little bit, and it's got to be hard to play out there. So.
Well, it'll be the same way on Thursday if there's a sun.
Absolutely.
The field
it's
is
the same time.
Yep,
So.
field is the same configuration.
And quite honestly, he hasn't played much out there, Larry. That doesn't help either. He probably doesn't know how to shade his eyes properly. And
Carter Summer now the batter.
Takes a lot to learn how to play with the sun.
Summer doubled his last time up. The pitch. Low ball, 1 ball, no strikes. 6-2, Neillsville Granton here in the bottom of the 7th. The Dons with a runner at second. Barth leans in. Now he's ready. And the pitch. Lined right at the second baseman, Updergrove.
Yeah, they've hit 2 balls pretty good here, but right at infielders. Well, 3 balls counting the double, but they've been right on the screws on hitting Barth this inning, but nothing to show for it.
So 2 down here in the 7th for Ray Becker.
Yep.
Couple of hits for Ray.
Yep.
Grounded out to the pitcher his last time up.
Yeah, that was a good play, a big play in the 5th, too. A comebacker to Barth was able to look the runner back to.
There's a line drive down the right field line. Foul.
Just barely foul.
Not by much.
Andrew Hazer helping the umpire out there.
I don't think he's going to go by what he says.
No. Of course, the plate umpire has the call there. Good view of that. So. But again, nice swing there by Becker, taking that ball to right field.
All right. 0-1 the count now to Becker. And the pitch. This one grounded to the first baseman. Andrew Hazer gobbles it up and will step on the bag, and the Warriors will get the win here today over the Dons, 6-2. We'll come back with the JBC's postgame report after this.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Neillsville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Neillsville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy.
Get the one they needed here on the road against the Columbus Catholic Dons.
Yeah, and the way the conference is this year, Larry, anytime you can beat a contender, it's a feather in your cap.
So the Warriors.
And to do it on the road, big time. So.
Neillsville Granted improves to 4-0 or 5-0, in the conference now, and they go to 6-3 overall.
Dons are now
3-2 in the conference.
7-3 overall. So,
all right. Again, these same two teams will meet on Thursday in Neillsville, and the big hitter for Neillsville today, the big hitters, Adam Hazer, 2 for 4.
Yeah.
With 3 runs scored, and Preston Berg 3 for 4 with an RBI. And
Hartung with a couple of RBIs too, and Updegrove had a big hit, got on base, a couple of stolen bases. Hannah got Hannah on base by an error, scored by a run. So it's pretty team effort. You didn't get nothing. Gunnar Barth was 0 for 4. Andrew Hazer, of course, was part of the 2-run third, but 1 for 4. So. 2 guys that you normally depend on, you didn't get that from them today, and it's good to see some of these other guys step up and be part of the win. So for
Columbus Catholic, Caden Stry allowed 2 runs in that first inning, and that was it.
Yeah, absolutely. He pitched out of a jam there in the first, and then out of the fourth, they were in jams in the big time 4th and 5th inning, and the Dons leaving bases loaded, but big plays in each. Inning, and I go back to the 5th inning, Hannah throwing out the Eckes at second on a steal, and after that they had a double and 2 more walks and did not score. They were able to get out of it. That was huge in the 5th, and then the Warriors come back out in the top of the 6th and get 2 big runs and then add it on in the 7th. So it's big time there.
So the Warriors get it done here in Marshfield at Safford Field as they beat Columbus Catholic 6-2 to stay unbeaten in the Eastern Cloverbell Conference. Same 2 teams Thursday here on 92.7 WPKG and ZaleskiSports.com. 5 o'clock game time from Henry Luke's Baseball Field in Neillsville. Until then, for Dick Olson, I'm Larry Hazer saying have yourself a good rest of this Tuesday evening.